Here I am.
Let's have a look at... You've got a waiter's cap, a tunic you have. Oh, it's a good thing you've got no steel on you. You need to be light on your feet to run everything as it should be. Glad to see it, lad. Do you know what you have to do?
Can you tell me once more what I have to do?
Are you soft and don't pour for Adam of Zarjitz because he can't hold his booze? Red monastery wine, white Tokai by the door to the chapel. Got it?
I know everything I need to. I can do it.
Excellent. Put away your things here. It's easier to serve with a lighter load. You can wait in the cubbyhole for the servants.
What's up, Bionic? Okay, bye, Bionic. Alright, I gotta focus on this part. Let's see, orders. I guess we'll order wine, either Tokahi or Monastery, by calling out to you and raising their hand. If you're unsure, you can ask them to repeat their order. On the table in the corner of the room, you'll find 2 pitchers of wine. Take the one that one of the guests wants to pour, and walk to his table with the pitcher. The chat will activate the option to pour wine for him. After serving the guest, you can return the pitcher or wait to see if the next guest wants the same wine. Be careful not to let guests wait too long or pour them a wine they didn't order. Repeated delays or mistakes won't be tolerated. Okay?
Should the town reserve have worse weapons than any Räuber in the domain?
What are you getting at, Eldris?
A cup of
I'm
red.
saying that the
And don't
bandits
use
who freed Hinnick, the Dry Devil, used that thing. That Hackenbücher. Hand cannon. Can you believe it?
I'm sorry.
Where did they get
I
them?
wasn't
Come
paying
now,
attention.
waiter.
You're the one
I
who
wanted
should
red.
know where they got them. Since you're a gunsmith.
What are you implying?
I apologize, sir.
All I'm saying
Which
is
one?
that they had
Red.
them, Herr Gott.
Am I speaking
It is eine
Didn't I pick up the red?
Outlaws have better weapons than the city garrison. And Herr König surely knows this too.
What is
Yeah, I picked up the red. He said he wanted red.
What I smell is that your stubborn heads do not
sorry.
realize what Schwierigkeit
Come now,
this is.
waiter. I wanted red.
The Dry Devil is running free. There are Raubritter everywhere.
Okay, it's not gonna let me.
We have the army bearing down, and you want to defend yourselves with a few rusty hellbots.
And who is it you want to fight? Exactly. The merciful King Sigismund providing us with protection, isn't it?
Der König.
I literally walk over there to give him red, and he's like, no, I want red.
Shut up! The king can arrive at any moment.
Oh, now he doesn't want anything?
Hey, waiter, pour me some
We're
monastery
sitting
wine.
atop the biggest silver heap in the kingdom, and we're supposed to defend it with brooms.
Sorry, sir.
You're right, Eldris.
Orders from
But where
above.
can we get
This
the
is
coin for better
unbelievable.
equipment?
We can always confiscate the property of the king's enemies, nicht wahr?
We are more than familiar with the yeomanly state of our armory. And the king is surely aware of it as well. Maybe if he waived some of the taxes.
The king fears that this town will rise against him. He'll take the arming of the city's militia as a preparation for war.
So you suggest
Monastery
we just wait
wine.
with arms crossed for the Hellboy to wreak havoc all around?
We can always ask the king to bring order to the realm with his
Who was it
army.
that wanted it?
Then the Dörfler will rise up.
I'm afraid I see no solution of the current situation. We shall wait and see what His Majesty thinks about the matter. Maybe we can change his mind. Vielleicht?
Sir?
I didn't order that. I wanted red.
Oh my
I'd
god.
like to report to the Honourable Council on the cleanliness of the city and the state of the public baths.
Go over there with red and they tell you no.
Isn't it the same thing?
So, the cleanliness of the city is not what it should be.
I'm sorry,
The
sir.
current baths in the city
Orders from
far
above.
short of
This is
covering all
unbelievable.
citizens' needs.
You're right, Jerome.
fucking dogs.
Betty has showed up on Hopbrink. I want to repair the bats that used to be there.
She's a
More wine,
protege of
Master
Mara.
Bailiff.
Her efforts are commendable, but I don't think she will succeed. It takes a firm hand, not a soft, feminine finger.
A moment ago, you were
I need something from you. There is an item in my
Oh, hello,
study
song.
that I confiscated from a female thief. She thought she could wriggle out of it by telling me who the item belongs to.
And what is it?
A silver goblet. She sneaked into Sir Ulrich's house and stole it. No one's noticed the theft yet. But if Ulrich finds out, he'll turn the city upside down to find the culprit. Go and get it. And don't you make a mess there, understand?
I can't. I'm supposed to serve the lords.
You're supposed to do what you're told. But suit yourself. I'll go and get it myself after the assembly.
Unless the Lord wishes to punish the wickedness that's going on in there.
Keeping the city clean is important, but we don't have money to spare. Arguing about who is going to wash where and how is a waste of time.
Boy,
It's only a waste of time because we're always arguing about the same thing.
Not at all. If you'd finally admit that it's a trifle, we wouldn't have to keep coming back to it.
A trifle?
I apologize, sir.
Do you ever walk the
Which
streets
one?
here?
Hawkeye.
Sewage,
White.
rats,
Are you
slop,
deaf?
rubbish. The least we can do for the
Sir?
citizens is to provide them with a place to wash up.
What nonsense!
About time.
Next, you'll want me to serve wine to everyone for free, too.
Why not? In Jerome Nars's earthly paradise, everything would be free.
Don't put words in my mouth.
gentlemen, let's agree to disagree. What if the king heard us?
I got word that Rutard has pulled off another deed.
That's nothing unusual. That old weasel will never accept that the city isn't run his way, at least until His Majesty honors us with his visit.
Hey, waiter!
And as we know,
Pour me some monastery
Gunslin
wine.
absolutely hates him.
He can hate all he wants, as long as he does no damage. Ulrich, what have you got to say about it?
Me? Well, I'm not sure what you're...
Monastery wine!
Speaking
Here.
about the Rutard incident.
Sir?
You were there, weren't you?
Oh, that. Just a small
Well,
misunderstanding.
thank the Lord.
We've sorted it out and everything's settled.
My ears must be deceiving me. Are you defending Rutard? Besides, if his men attacked yours, as I've heard, then we have a good reason to punish him.
Hawkeye!
What happened there? Leave nothing out.
I don't like Rutard, true, but in this case it really was nothing.
Everyone in the city gossiped about it. I heard there were several dead.
Did you?
Are they only just dressing the graves for their
I
Hawkeye?
don't think Rutard will cause any trouble.
Thank you,
He is
waiter.
sensible enough not to draw attention to himself while the king's here.
That's true. Because if we don't do something about him,
I fancy
the
some
king
Tokar.
himself will put an end to
Refill,
him,
boy.
and soon.
Unless he puts an end to us first. God knows what he wants to tell us.
If nothing happens,
Sir?
there's no point in dwelling on it. Let's move on.
Well, thank the Lord.
I wouldn't
Like, oh, Sparrow's streaming. I gotta get on. Wait, I have to finish my shower.
Are you accusing me of lying?
Those are strong words, my friend. Nobody said anything like that, did they?
Then why doesn't he tell us what really happened?
I'm not keeping anything from you, but there's little truth to the rumors circulating around the town. Yes, Rutard and I had a little disagreement, but we ended it quickly because his daughter wanted to get involved. I didn't want to expose the girl to any unpleasant sights.
So Rutard is hiding behind his own
Hell yeah.
daughter's skirts.
Looks like I
As
got
if
me
it
a regular
wasn't enough
time.
that he sent his son to die defending the city.
All right. If you really don't have anything new to say, let's turn the page.
Things have got out of order in the town. Some adventurers decided to take the law into their own hands and restore the tradition of duels. It's not only barbaric, but also illegal. If we tolerate this, the rabble in the city will go wild and do whatever they want. I suspect the gentleman from the city's sword-fighting school brought this custom to us.
I'd like some
That
monastery
German
wine.
Menhard
Refill
is
my
just
cup,
hanging
boy.
around the market looking for trouble.
Don't be ridiculous.
Dude, I can't wait to be done with this quest.
You
Oh
act
my
like you've
god.
never been in a fight yourself. And to accuse a swordsmaster without a shred of proof. We're not some old fishwives anymore.
Vanish!
So you will just leave it be?
Proven offences are punished by the bailiff. And that's that.
Go,
There
go.
are more
I don't
pressing
want to
matters
see
to
you
deal
again.
with.
More pressing than the open contempt of the whole town garrison. The guards are apparently settling accounts their own way. We'll soon
Everything
be
in
the
order?
laughing stock of the whole town.
But I think you might be able to help
You
me.
can rest
Come
assured the
here.
whole town is already laughing at us all day long.
What can I help you with, sir?
I left my gloves in the chapel. I took
Oh
them
my
off
god,
the
these
tray,
people,
but then I
bro.
rushed here and forgot to take them.
I'm not your
I
servant,
can't
bro.
just get up and walk out now. But if you disappear for a little while,
I really shouldn't, sir.
a fine servant you are.
Yeah, no, I'm serving wine, not your servant, douchebag.
We'll never get anywhere like this.
Waiter, get me
by
white.
winter time.
No, no, not you.
Good idea, sir.
I'm not supposed to give you any.
Donkey have they sent me? Are you only deaf or completely stupid as well? I've never been so ashamed in my life. And in front of the king himself. Be glad I'm not having you whipped like an unruly brat. Get out.
What the fuck? Dude, I was killing it with pouring wine. Oh, is it because I didn't help the guests find their fucking gloves? Oh my god.
The city reserves are in urgent need of new weapons. Unversucht.
There are the pictures of wine. Hopefully I won't splash anyone's shoes.
Army was requisitioning from it.
Boy,
Should the town reserve have worse weapons than any Räuber in the domain?
What are you getting at, Eldris?
I'm saying that the bandits who freed Hinnick, the Dry Devil, used
Sir?
that thing. That Hackenbücher.
Thank you,
Hand
waiter.
cannon. Can you believe it? Where did they get them?
You're the one who should know where they got them, since you're a gunsmith.
What are you implying, Friedrich? All I'm saying is that they had them, Herrgott. It is eine Schande when outlaws
I
have
fancy
better
some
weapons
Tokai.
than the city
Refill,
garrison.
boy.
And Herr König surely knows this too.
What is it, Eldridge?
Sure, here's some.
What I smell is that your stubborn heads do not realize what Schwierigkeiten this is. The Dry
Well,
Devils
I have to serve
running
these people
free.
wine
There are
while I
hundreds
spy on their
everywhere
council
in the
meeting
region. We have
and get
the army
information.
bearing down, and you want to
And
defend yourselves.
I refused to serve this guy a whole bunch of times because they told me he gets too rowdy when he's drunk.
Exactly.
And I lost, I guess.
King Sigismund is providing us with protection, isn't he?
Der König and
I
his
fancy
army
some Tokai.
will not
Refill,
be
boy.
here forever.
Shut up! The king can arrive at any moment. What have he heard you?
What then? We're sitting atop the biggest silver heap in the kingdom, and we're supposed to defend it with brooms?
You're right, Eldris. But where can we get the coin for better equipment?
You can always confiscate the property of the king's enemies, nicht wahr?
Yeah, so I just have to listen to these guys pretty much. Gather as much information as I can.
The king is surely aware of it as well. Maybe if he waived some of the taxes.
The king fears that this town will rise against him. He'll take the arming of the city's militia as a preparation for
Some
war.
So you
subterfuge.
suggest we just wait with arms
007
crossed for
James
the
Bond
Hellbreaker
type shit.
to wreak havoc all around?
We can always ask the king to bring order to the realm with his army.
But then the Dörfler will rise up.
I'm afraid I see no solution of the current situation. We shall wait and see what His Majesty thinks about the matter. Maybe
I had a
we
couple
can
guys
change
ask me
his
to go
mind.
find themselves some like lost personal
I'd like
items
to
and shit
report to
though, and
the
I was like,
Honourable
no.
Council on the
Piss
cleanliness of
off.
the city and the
I don't know
state
if that
of the public
affected me
baths.
negatively too or not.
Baths or brothels?
My cup is empty. Pour me some wine.
I'd like
So
to
the
oblige.
cleanliness of the city is not
Do you see that?
what it should be.
Even the waiter is having a
Baths
laugh
in
at
the
us.
city fall far short of covering all the citizens' needs.
Oh yeah, I saw him
Right,
streaming
sure.
that.
But a woman named
dope.
Betty has showed up in Hopbrink and wants to repair
everything
the
all
baths
right?
that used to be there.
She's a protege of Marek.
Come closer.
Her efforts are commendable, but
Damn it, this guy's gonna ask me to
I
find
need
himself some
something
shit.
from you.
God damn
There
it.
is an item in my study that I confiscated from a... She thought she could wriggle out of it by telling me who the item belonged.
And what is it?
A silver goblet. She sneaked into Sir Ulrich's house and stole it. No one's noticed the theft yet. But if Ulrich finds out, he'll turn the city upside down to find the culprit. Go and get it. And don't you make a mess there, understand?
Where can I find
Okay.
Use your eyes and
Jesus
come
Christ.
right back with it, understood?
So what? Going to the baths is neither a civic duty nor a right.
have you forgotten the Black Death? A
Try.
great many people died needlessly.
supposed to serve the wine, not be
Are you
wandering around the
questioning
building with it?
God's plan? The Black Death had nothing to do with the baths, unless the Lord wishes to punish the wickedness that's going on in there.
Keeping the city clean is important, but we don't have money to spend. Arguing about who is going to wash where and how
Oh, that's not
is
it.
a waste of time.
It's only a waste of time because we're always arguing about the same thing.
Not at all. If you'd finally admit that it's a trifle, we wouldn't have to keep coming back to it.
A trifle? Do you ever walk the streets here? Sewage, rats, slop, and rubbish. The least we can do for the citizens is to provide them with a place to wash up.
What nonsense! Next, you'll want me to serve wine to everyone for free, too.
Why not? In Jerome Nas's earthly paradise, everything would be free.
Don't put words in my mouth.
There it is.
Gentlemen,
Nice.
let's agree to
Whose
disagree.
silver might this be?
What if the king heard us?
So, did you find it?
I did, Master Bailiff. Here it is.
Not so loud. Show it here. That's it. And now go back to your job.
I got word that Rutard has pulled off another deed.
That's nothing unusual. That old weasel will never accept that the city
I think I'm winning.
At least until His Majesty honors us with his visit. And as we know, Gunslin absolutely hates him.
He can
Luckily
hate all he
nobody
wants,
ordered
as long
wine
as he
while I was
does
in there
no
getting the
damage.
stolen cup.
Hey,
Ulrich,
waiter!
what have
pour
you
me
got to
some
say about
monastery
it?
wine.
Some red. Alright.
Sure what you're playing.
This guy wants some red.
You know full well. Everybody knows.
Sorry.
He wiped the floor with you.
Compose yourself, Adam, and stop drinking. The king might come any time now.
That's right. Let's not burden the anointed monarch with such...
Alright, so I skipped that guy once.
Compose myself.
I'm not supposed to serve that guy. So I gave him wine one
Beg your
time.
pardon.
Skipped him the next time he wanted
demand
some.
that you...
Ruhe!
I think if he wants it
Franz,
again, I'll give
please
him some.
continue.
I'm speaking about the Rutard incident.
monastery
You
wine.
were there, weren't you?
Oh, that's
The red? Yeah.
just a small misunderstanding. We've sorted it out and everything's set.
Sorry.
My ears must be deceiving me. Are you defending
Thank you,
Rutard?
waiter.
Besides, if his men attacked yours, as I've heard, then we have a good reason to punish him.
And I think
What happened
that
there?
guy
Leave
soon is
nothing
going to
out.
ask me to go get the
I don't
gloves,
like
which I've already
Rutard,
picked those up.
In this case, it really was nothing.
Everyone in the city gossiped about it. I heard there were several dead.
Hey,
Did
waiter,
you?
pour me
That's
some tobacco.
grossly exaggerated. I don't think Rutard will cause any trouble.
Right? Dude, the disrespect in this room is insane.
Himself,
I want to slap the shit out of everyone in here.
That's true. Because if we don't do something about him, the king himself will put an end to him.
Wine.
Soon.
White.
unless he puts an end to
Bitch.
us first. God knows what he wants to tell us.
If nothing happened, there's no point in dwelling on it. Let's move on.
Things have got out of order in the town. Some adventurers decided to take the law into their own hands and restore the tradition of duels. It's not only barbaric, but also illegal. If we tolerate this, the rabble in the city will go wild and do whatever they want. I suspect the gentleman from the city's sword-fighting school brought this custom to us. That German Menhard is just hanging around the market looking for
fucking snobby-ass fucks.
You act like you've never been in a fight yourself. And to accuse a swordsmaster...
Oh, and this guy. This is the guy I'm blackmailing to get in here. So he hates me.
So you will just leave it be?
Proven offences are punished by the bailiff. And that's that. Go. There are more pressing matters to deal
good call.
More pressing than the open contempt of the whole town garrison. The guards are apparently settling accounts their own.
Not quite.
We'll soon be
but I think you might be able to help me. Come here.
What can I help you with, sir?
I left my gloves in the chapel. I took them off to pray, but then I rushed here and forgot to take them. I
already grabbed them, bro. Way ahead of you.
But if you disappear for a little while...
All right. I'll get them.
I knew I could count on you. While you're at it, count how many figures on the mural have wings.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Why? Because I'm bored. And because I told you. Get on with it.
What a bitch. Alright. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, something like that. Sure, sounds like a good number.
So, let's see what you've got for me.
I found your gloves, sir.
Really? Let's see them. And did you count those winged figures?
Yeah.
I counted 16, sir.
And did you count all the monsters and animals?
Oh, I thought you meant only the angels.
Go back to serving wine.
Oh, whatever, dude. I counted them too.
The eternal dispute over the cathedral.
Evidently, there's a lot more than I thought.
The church is dragging on,
Whatever.
and in the meantime,
Douchebag.
they are calling diocesan pilgrimages to settlers right under our noses.
Hey,
It's just a village with a monastery.
Pour me some monastery
and they are
wine.
going to mock a oil mining city. Why can't we build faster? Hire more craftsmen. Start with night shifts.
Because those so-called craftsmen are a band of parasites. You pay them.
You, lad.
They come late.
You look familiar
or
to
sick.
me.
And if they do
Have you
come,
met?
their work is shit, and you have to pay
I
someone
really couldn't
else
say.
to put it right. It's
I have a
waste.
feeling
Can't wait to be done with this quest.
before,
And I
too.
tell you, a
Or
waste
with
of
someone
time.
who looks a hell of a lot like
Don't
you.
interrupt the proceedings with your
New haircut.
ranting, even if you are in the right. And as for you, Enderlin, haven't you noticed there's a war going on? Are the experts from
Yeah, it makes it quicker. Just in case they want the different one.
Besides, I get the feeling there's something other than the welfare of the city behind your
Waiter.
complaints.
Pour me
Are you
red
doing?
wine.
Do you? And what would that be?
Like, for instance, that you'd like to have your own water there?
So what if I would?
Hold your
Oh,
horses, gentlemen.
spilled it on the table.
That space in the side nave is mine.
Then hell freezes over, my friend. Your place is at least 2 steps behind mine.
A swordsmith dares to insult me? Ha! I think not. Worthy counselors, we are not on the marketplace to argue like fishwives.
Hey,
the construction
boy,
of
a full
the
cup of
cathedral
monastery wine.
is proceeding slowly, and, as Jerome says, there is a war, and there is neither money nor craftsmen. But with our joint powers, we will finish the building to the glory of God
Thank
and
you.
our city. Even if it takes 100 years. What is next?
No.
In the order of business?
No, just the animation of that one guy. It looked like it spilled on the table and missed the cup.
I'm telling you, something is being planned. Oh, I doubt it. No one's gonna tackle Rootard.
Yep, looks like I finished it. Oh shit. That big bald guy is the one that killed your parents in the first game. That's King Sigismund. Bro has no idea.
You have nothing to fear. Not you.
Like this plan of fight!
Bro has no idea.
Come now, Father. Put a little life into your dying. See more cheerful priests at funerals.
I'd rather be at one than here. I hoped I'd never see this fortress again in my life.
Unpleasant memories?
You have no idea. I didn't part ways with my father on entirely good terms. 20 years ago.
And now you're 2 decades older and wiser. At your Ujit's parish, you spread the word of God to your flock, and you saved my neck and Henry's too. I'd say your father should be proud of you.
None of that matters a damn to him.
Who knows? Maybe that 20 years has changed a thing or two.
You know what? Let's drop the subject. How does it feel to breathe free air?
I get to play as Godwin now.
What can I say? You can never truly appreciate freedom.
Godwin is
someone
dope.
locks you up for a while.
Or until you become a priest.
No fear of that in my case. I intend to enjoy life to the full. Wine, women, and song.
Do you know any of the guests here?
Godwin is basically like an alcoholic, womanizing
nobles, burgers, priests,
battle
even a
cleric.
rabbi together here. It's like the start of some joke.
Wait a moment.
He was a priest, but he knows how to fight. And he's always getting drunk and fucking women.
He came with a retinue. But for now, they're keeping mostly to themselves. Maybe you should go and welcome some of them. After all, this used to be your home. And you're a spiritual man too, so you should have something in common.
I wouldn't be too sure. But I suppose I can try.
Who's that Frenchman?
French fellow you brought here from Malashov?
The great Baron Brabant. Been everywhere, knows everything, and has the keys to half the kingdom. He's got more fairy tales than my old nanny.
Can he be trusted?
He's a blabbermouth, but a harmless one. Besides, he defended Kuttenberg, and you know how that went. If he were on Sigismund's side, he'd hardly have been locked up with me.
Dear me. I'd rather creep off into some corner with a full wineskin. But I suppose I'll have to introduce myself to the rest of the guests, eh?
Indeed you should. After all, you are one of the Lords of Rabosh.
Oh, don't start with that. I'd like to steer clear of the old man as long as I can.
In that case, you should sound out Radzig and Hanush and find out what they're actually planning.
All right. Here's the French dude.
Good health to you, sir. I'm Godwin, a friend of that lad you arrived with, Henry. We don't know each other.
Baron Vauquelin Brabant, Chevalier d'Arezzo. The last of my line. I am a warrior, a traveler, a strategist, and also, à ma manière, a poet.
My word. Isn't that exhausting?
Mais non! And I'm glad to meet a new friend.
It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Baron. I knew right away we'd hit it off. Where have you been on your travels? Have you seen the ocean?
But of course! I was born by the sea. If you are interested in my greatest journeys, then I have traveled with a merchant caravan all the way to the Ottoman Empire. And if you are interested in my greatest deed, then that was perhaps saving the life of the King of France.
And you wouldn't by any chance know the Pope in person?
Which one do you mean? I spoke briefly with Boniface IX when I was sojourning in Rome. A pleasant fellow.
How come almost nobody here knows you?
I am operating, as they say. Incognito. My great benefit is my strong connection with the French court. There, everyone knows my name. Here in Bohemia, I'm still building my reputation, slowly, but surely.
How did you end up imprisoned in Malashov?
Ah, c'est une histoire compliquée. It was after I heroically led the defense of Kuttenberg, and only lost it narrowly by an unfortunate turn of events.
That needs some explanation. What unfortunate turn of events?
Oh, misère. It is clear you have never been to war.
So, be so kind as to enlighten me.
When they broke through the defense, I ended up in captivity. It was only due to my acquaintances in a court that I escaped execution.
Oh? I thought it was Henry who saved your neck.
My neck was not at risk in Malashov. I may have still been a prisoner with my personal freedom restricted. But they never broke my spirit.
Okay. You're all fucking talk, dude.
Such rare guests. One wouldn't expect to find among Christians representatives of your community. I'm Godwin. My greetings to you.
Peace be with you. Neither would one expect a priest here. And yet...
How do you know I'm a priest?
It's not difficult to tell. After all, we have much in common. And we are both a little on unfamiliar ground here. I'm Yehuda, leader of the rabbinical court in the sacred community of Kuttenberg. And this is Samuel, my aide.
Who would rather not be here at all. Why did we have to come here, Sadie? Can you not see everyone is staring at us?
Because we all need to help each other in this time of need. And why would they not stir?
Wow, this guy is a master with words.
So?
Do you want to make use of the council to improve the status of Jews in the city?
Not at all. However, we would like to give the council something it is sorely lacking. The situation in the town and the kingdom is unsustainable. The whole land is on the brink of destruction. You have men and weapons. We have the means to sustain them.
Why are you telling this to a Koimer? You wanted to deliver what we brought to the Margrave and quickly leave.
Everything in good time, Samuel. We have just arrived, after all.
Did you come to lend money to the lords?
Not to lend, but to give. Help given to the needy is repaid only by God.
You don't even know if you can trust them. With that money, we could have paid mercenaries ourselves.
You remind me of my young friend Henry. He's a bit of a hothead too.
Henry? That messenger of Radzik Copula?
You know each other. You're both around the same age.
That would be him. We did not get off to a very good start.
Well, maybe you'll get to know each other better. He should be coming here later, by the way. For a young stripling, he's been through plenty. It's not so long since his parents were killed in Skalitz. He was supposed to become a blacksmith, and instead, he's roaming the world, risking his neck at every turn.
Wait, a blacksmith, you say? From Skalitz?
Aye, that's right. Did you know anyone there?
I knew of someone. A blacksmith by the name of Martin.
My daughter knew him most, and that is why Samuel is in this world. For our numerous sins.
Maybe he was my father, but he certainly didn't act like one.
Oh, shit.
On her own.
And that was all for the best.
Why? He should have taken care of me, but instead he fathered another bastard.
Don't make hasty judgments. As far as I know, Martin didn't have any other children. At least, none of his own. He took in Henry, and raised him as his own, on the orders of the Lord of Skalitz, Sir Radzik Copula, Henry's real father.
I don't care if he took care of 20 other Mamsas.
That boy's blood father denied him, just like yours did to you.
A person can't choose their parents. And Henry only found out about it recently.
Enough. I'd rather have a drink. Will you have one too, Zayde?
For that, there will be more suitable times.
Good health.
L'chaim.
Dear friends and allies, in these troublesome times, you all know why we're here. The question remains, what to do next? Sigismund is facing troubles in Hungary. And here, too, he is up against resistance. He's a capable strategist, but a poor diplomat. Mark my words. If we wait him out until winter, he will leave of his own accord.
By winter, he'll have torched all our fortresses and carried off everything that we possess.
Are we seriously gonna wait and cower in a corner? Or are we gonna drive them out in shame? A few well-planned raids and we could have him in our fists!
At what price? Have you got men to spare? Has any of you got men and money to spare?
We don't have men out there.
Yes, we do.
We do not.
Jobst is right. That horse son won't fall easily.
Only we can't wait.
Are we to get ourselves killed?
Or end with nothing?
I'm not going to
Friends! We'll get nowhere like this. Let's adjourn ourselves and try to think it through.
I have no idea, Song. T said that it was a long game.
Just as expected. Good health. And to you.
Which told me I had a ways to go.
Couldn't have gone any other
I kind of
way.
stopped doing side quests and just started focusing on the main story.
A bit more sense from Jobst of all people. He made an amateur's mistake. But it's hard to be angry with him when he's trying to ingratiate himself with everyone. By the way, I'm John of Liechtenstein. And you must be Godwin, the son of... That's not a thing I've ever boasted of. How do you know that? I have my sources. From what I've heard about you, I'd judge you could be quite useful to me at today's gathering. Was that so?
Indeed. And that's why I'd like to ask something of you.
It depends what it's all about.
A little delicate diplomacy. I expect we can agree that Jobst's plan has certain shortcomings.
That's a weak word.
And the way it stands at the moment, he'll never get the support of the council. But I have an idea how to change that.
Well, I'm curious how you hope to shut Zizka up and satisfy the ones who want peace.
We'll sit and wait quietly until Sigismund withdraws of his own volition, as Jobst proposes, but we'll be waiting in the military camp of our huge new army.
When Sigismund sees that, he'll be off to Hungary all the sooner. At a gallop.
Exactly. Sigismund's army is demoralized and weakened. And besides, he's running out of resources. He's able to tackle fortresses that aren't able to defend themselves. But he won't engage an equal force on the battlefield.
But he can't retreat either. That would be a disgrace.
And that's exactly why we'll wait until he's called back to Hungary by events there. For the plan to work, we need allies, their money and their determination. We've already set the ground for it. We just need negotiators who will push the right people in the right direction.
Are you saying you set everything in motion even before Jobst?
More like in parallel, but without his knowledge. If we find support and make it look like the whole thing was his idea, we'll all win.
You've got an interesting way of approaching things.
You're certainly not the first to tell me that. I take it as a compliment.
Why are you doing all this anyway?
Because I want to put a stop to the senseless deaths. And also because I'm happier with Wenceslas on the Bohemian throne.
I'll help you. What exactly should I do?
I'll give you 3 names. Botchek of Kunstadt, Haman Alder, and Anna of Waldstein. If you can get those 3 on our side, we've won the day. Meanwhile, I'll take care of Jobst.
I'll get on it then. Wish me luck.
I wish us both luck. Before the day is over, the die will be cast.
Success to our plans. God be with you, noble lady. There's something I'd like to ask of you.
God be with you. What would that be?
Your diplomatic support. And your money.
No beating around the bush, eh? I like that. But what do you want my money for?
Margrave Job's plan has some gaps, milady. We need to gather enough resources to
To muster an army that Margrave can't afford on his own?
Christ. Be praised. You're astute.
I should say so. All sorts of people have their eyes on my money, and divining their intentions is a necessity. Although, between the two of us, it isn't hard to figure out what Liechtenstein is after.
Hit the nail on the head again, Mom. You're well informed.
I am rarely mistaken.
I'd say you have a better nose for people than most of this crowd.
Not only for people, but also for good food and wine. And beneficial deals.
Who did you learn from? In my experience, women usually learn other skills.
I acquired the basics from my husband. God rest his soul. And the rest I learnt quickly, as soon as others started sniffing around his estate. So, to the point. What is it that Liechtenstein wants from me?
Nothing more than support and resources for an army to parley more effectively with Sigismund.
Nothing more? I'd say that's plenty. And why ask me for help? Why should I, of all people, take the risk?
It's not only your money we're interested in. You're well able to negotiate and trade. And if you were to take part in our plan...
Then I'd be helpful to you on two fronts. If you want me to support you, you must give me a good reason. Perhaps a favor in return.
Do you have something in particular in mind?
Well, one of the guests here has something that shouldn't get into the wrong hands.
Who's that?
Harmon Alder. Now, if you were to switch these papers for the ones he brought with him, I would support your proposal.
Have you fallen out with the town councillor?
No. Alder is innocent in the matter. My relatives from the House of Bartosz are behind it all. They're disappointed that I dared outlive my husband, and the fact that I'm handling his estates makes their hair stand on end.
All right, I'll help you. Or at least I'll give it a try.
Alder will surely have the papers in his saddlebags, which he left in the shed on the outer courtyard. Bring them to me, and put these there instead. But watch yourself. Odorim's groom has eyes everywhere.
Good day.
Good day.
Take a look at that. A night.
What brings you here?
Just waiting for this guy to leave.
Hmm?
Alright, I think I'd manage that. Okay.
I've got those papers from Alder for you.
Quiet! You don't have to announce it to everyone.
Lady, with all the clamor going on here, I can hardly hear my own thoughts. Here they are.
You're more capable than I expected. Thanks for the help.
You're welcome. And now you're part of the bargain.
As agreed. I will support Liechtenstein's proposal with both words and money.
Thank you, noble lady. God will...
Yes, quite. But let's drink to our bargain, Godwin.
Yep.
How could I refuse a toast with such a fine lady? To your health.
I already know Godwin. He
And
wouldn't
to
refuse
the
a drink.
success of our efforts.
He's gonna be wasted by the end of this.
Greetings to you, friends.
Nobody has the likes of these.
I'd like to check your horses out. See if they're as good as you say.
Ha! Even better. But you won't believe it until you see for yourself.
And you might not believe your eyes when you do see them. Well, well. We have a new guest.
I wanted to...
You wanted to apologize for crashing into my home without it by your leave. Or to arrest my guests some more?
I want to have a word with Alder.
Well, I'm having a word with you.
I'll talk to you later, Father. This is important.
You're in my home, so you'll talk to me first. What is it you want?
Is that your...
Unfortunately. Speak up, then. What are you doing here?
I came with a delegation from Sir Hanush of Lipa.
Is this a joke?
Why so strict, Martin?
20 years ago, he was nothing but a cheeky brat, only interested in wenches and booze.
Still is.
I got him a place at the Archbishopric to have some sense beaten into his head. Only it wasn't long before they kicked him out. And then I find out he's settled in some backwater parish in Sassau. But he took his boozing and whoring along with him, lost everything, and then came creeping home again. Huh?
Try saying it again a little louder. They might not have heard you in the outer courtyard.
You have the impertinence to show me your face after the way you disgraced our whole family?
I wouldn't set foot here if I had a choice. Better to be a priest in some backwater than have a father like you.
How dare you?
You're as shit a father as I am a son. We've got nothing to blame each other for. And now let me speak to Alder.
You're dishonoring your host.
I can't dishonor someone who has no honor. If you had any, you'd be...
That's enough.
Christopher.
You won't get away with those insults. I challenge you to a duel.
I'm not happy about it, but I accept. This isn't how I imagined my first meeting with my brother.
Bro, you do not stand a chance against Godwin.
We'll just settle a very private matter. It's an honorable duel, man against man. Stay back.
You don't know which end of that thing is up.
That will do.
Dumbass.
My God. Where did you learn to wield a sword like that? Father always said you were a good-for-nothing boozer. That you could teach sword fighting in a school.
I was in a war. Right after they kicked me out of the Archbishopric. And you ought to know yourself. Not all the faults that Father sees are real.
Well, I apologize for going off like that. I had to, so that...
So Father would be satisfied. I know. Only he'll never be satisfied. The sooner you realize that, the better.
I thought he was the way he was because his first son let him down. And he hoped at least his second would become something.
Not at all. I remember him the same since I was a nipper. When I was 6 years old, I fell off a horse and broke my leg. He wouldn't talk to me for a week because I'd let him down.
The first time he took me hunting, he let me starve for 3 days until I was able to shoot my first hare.
Only 3 days? He got soft.
I always wondered who you were. There was never much talk about you at home.
Look, I really did fuck up everything I could. I brawled and boozed until they threw me out of my own parish. But now, I have a chance to put things to rights a little.
And that's why you want to talk to Alder?
I've got to get him on our side and to cooperate with us.
Aren't we all on the same side?
Maybe everyone's saying that. But it's time to put it into action.
After your encounter with Father, it won't be easy to get to Alder. Actually, I don't think you should even attempt it. Unless you want to anger Father even more.
What else can I do, though?
I'll talk to him myself. He'll hear me out for sure. But you'll have to trust me. And tell me what it's all about.
Do I have any choice?
If it's really that important, you don't.
All right, then. You've heard Yob's plan, right? It's a nice idea, but we can't wait around without an army to back us up.
Only no one's going to pay for one, because that would be an outright admission of rebelling against Sigismund.
Alder's got some clout with the councillors and burghers who are loyal to Sigismund. If he agrees, they'll follow.
I expect Alder's not the only one you're after.
You got that right.
Leave Alder to me. The plan sounds sensible, and he's no fool.
I don't know how to thank you.
You can drag me to a tavern sometime. Pa doesn't need to know about it.
You're starting to sound like a brother.
Alright, one left.
Look out!
But where is the question? In here?
Taking their time again. We mustn't push too hard.
Sir Bocek, I need to speak with you for a moment.
A man hardly puts his cup to his lips and someone comes along to put a flea in his ear. Yobs comes up with a plan as full of holes as a beggar's shoes, and now you're all jostling to win me over for him.
On the contrary, I've come here with an idea how to improve it.
Does that improvement include a few thousand men-at-arms? If not, you can go to the devil with it.
A few thousand men-at-arms as a convincing argument. And 100 horsemen on top. Only in order to get them, we need coin.
You've got my attention, but not my money yet.
How can I persuade you?
I need guarantees of security. I don't want to end up like Ruta.
Of course. Once it comes to protecting property, ideals go out the window.
You can talk, since you haven't got a pot to piss in yourself. If you were in my position, you'd think differently. I have a lot of property, lots of subjects to look after, and along with that, the Lord blessed me with a large family. I can't risk it all in a conflict with Sigismund.
So you need guarantees that you won't be left standing in the cold if you openly oppose Sigismund.
My guarantee is called Yitka. She's my niece. If I succeeded in marrying her off to another strong house, I'll have the certainty that I won't be left alone.
Maybe it's enough to find a suitable groom among the allies.
Perhaps someone of suitable standing who Yitka would also gladly accept. I don't want her to be unhappy.
I believe Liechtenstein is single.
And an uncertain party. Besides, he's inconvenient for Sigismund. Yitka could end up being a pawn to blackmail both of us.
How about young Lord Capon?
He's a youngster still.
What's wrong with him? He's young, he's handsome, women are fighting over him. Yitka will like him, and he'll give her a whole bunch of children.
And to half the wenches in his domain, too, eh? On the other hand, the Lords of Lipa have a good reputation, and Hanush can always be relied on, despite his temper. Maybe it's not such a bad idea.
I'll convey your offer to Lord Capon. If he agrees, we can celebrate our alliance.
I don't care what the young lord thinks. Hanush is the one to decide. If he agrees, I'll be happy to support your plan.
Pushing a friend to tie the knot to save the kingdom. Things have come to a pretty pass.
The kingdom will not forget his sacrifice. Now stop dilly-dallying and go and tell Hanush.
Setting up Capon to get married. Shit.
Sir Hanush, I bring happy tidings.
You do? Let's hear it then.
I've gained us a powerful ally.
And who is it? I hope it's not one of those Kuttenberg stuffed guts.
On the contrary, it's Bocek, the Elder of Kunstadt and Podjebrad.
Kunstadt? My Christ, he's the last one I'd have expected to step up. How the hell did you do it?
Well, there's one little catch. I had to promise him... I don't even know how to begin.
Out with it.
Lord Kunstadt has a niece, so... I arranged a betrothal for young Lord Capon, with your blessing if you agree.
Hans Capon is to marry Yitka of Kunstadt. Godwin, you conniving old bastard!
Oh, fuck.
I don't believe it. So, young Hans is to marry Kunstadt's daughter?
Niece.
If you're serious, I'll make sure that you get the Rattay parish.
Or you could make me the abbot of Sassa. Or what about a bishopric?
Forget it. Soon I'll be paying for a wedding. Not a word to Hans. I want to tell him myself. But let's drink to it, shall we?
Yeah, cheers.
Cheers. Cheers to you, and to your parlaying skills.
Sir Bocek, your niece Yivka can start preparing for her wedding.
So Hanush agreed, without reservations.
Indeed.
Then I will fulfill my end of the bargain without reservation.
Thank you, Lord of Kunstadt.
Enough formality. We'll have a drink. What do you say?
Yep.
Cheers to the beautiful Lady Yitka and the unhappy Lord Capon.
Here's to a good bargain.
Glad Godwin has a high alcohol tolerance. Goddamn.
We walk out of here with a clear plan.
Gentlemen, I think we can
Ah,
raise
shit,
our goals
T.
to the successful conclusion of the negotiations.
I'm making progress on the main story.
Your secret weapon.
Like I said, miracles happen where you least expect them. Tell me, Godwin of the House of Odorin, what news do you bring us?
I bring nothing from the House of Odorin. But the widow of Waldstein and Sir Bocek of Kunstadt will support our cause.
Both of them. Good heavens, what did you promise them?
This is going to be a long story, and I could use a drink. So if you'll excuse me, my lords?
It would seem that we have all benefited from the break in these proceedings. New alliances have been formed. And I have also changed my plans. We shall still wait for Sigismund to withdraw his troops of his own accord. But we will wait with an army at our backs.
Yes. And how are we to raise an army? Wasn't it made clear at the meeting that no one wants to take the risk?
The only thing made clear was that each of us alone is weak, and that we could not find common ground. But that has now changed.
Yeah, I was like, oh, what about Hans Capon? He could marry your niece.
King Wenceslas is, by the will of God, the Balbatim of all his subjects. Not only the Christians. Our community, and not only ours, will give you coin.
The Kuttenberg houses are still loyal to King Wenceslas, and we stand with Lord Ruthard.
Right.
And if that's not enough, the houses of Leipa and Kunstadt...
No idea if the dude's niece is attractive or not, but... Fingers crossed for him.
My niece, Yitka, will take young Lord Capon as her husband.
Oh, that was the first he heard about it.
Lords Kunstadt, Hanush, Radzig, and I will set out immediately. God willing, we will be back within 3 weeks, along with an army.
Now those are words worthy of a nobleman.
My friend, I still believe that words are more powerful than swords. And our words will ring in 1,000 voices to the glory of King Wenceslas.
Capon's pissed.
After we conquered the city, you promised to restore order immediately. And then I find out things are even more disordered than before.
Your Majesty,
Yeah.
we are sorry. We will put it to rights.
You've already said that. I want to hear real solutions.
We will put more guards on the roads and toughen penalties. We can have a few captured bandits executed as an example to others.
We do not care about bandits. We care about rebellious nobles and burghers. What will you do with them? How will you solve the chaos in the town administration, the rebellious miners, and the dismal yields? And how is it even possible that the rebellion against the king is smoldering here in the city?
What do you mean, sire?
I hear the resistance is coming from the Jewish quarter, from right under your noses. Why haven't you done anything?
We don't know who is behind this. Without evidence, we cannot punish them.
Otto von Berghoff did not ask questions in Prague either. He acted. And I advise you to do the same. Find a couple of wretches in a hole somewhere, point them to the Jewish quarter, and give them free rein to do anything. The city's Jewish community was
Poor Jews,
and still
man.
is on
They've had it hard.
Wenceslas' side. They need a warning.
We do not even have enough men to...
Marquardt, could you spare a few men for a while?
Of course, sire. I'll assign them to Eric. He'll take care of it.
So you see, all you have to do is make sure the city rebel get their share. You could at least manage that, couldn't you? And if the thought should cross your minds, that you would get rid of the debts to the Jewish moneylenders this way, forget about it. Your debts will remain, up to the last groschen. Only now you owe us directly. And while we are on the subject of money, has the yield from the mines finally matched last year's?
Sire, the deposits are dwindling, and mining is becoming increasingly difficult. And to make matters worse, the miners started rebelling.
Don't take us for a fool. They'll stop rebelling when you pay them proper wages.
Your Majesty, we can't do that.
Silence! How dare you oppose the kingdom's protector? You're a bunch of incompetent sycophants. Chicken shits. Not any better than the scum hiding in the forest.
And drunks! Give them hell! Lazy fools, a lot of them.
How dare you?
Some of you are even swelling right here in the city council meeting.
I like that guy. He's basically like, yeah, fuck you guys. He's part of the group. He's getting yelled
I'm
at.
telling the truth. This whole council is a farce. The whole city knows it.
Lord of Sargets, your insolence just cost you your place on the council, and a month in the dungeon.
But...
Hopefully that'll be enough for him to sober up. And if not, put him in the pillory for a while, bailiff.
I'll see to it as soon as the council is over,
Yeah.
Your Majesty.
It's probably because I
All
gave
I
him
hear
alcohol.
from you over and over again are excuses and prevarication. And results? None. I therefore place the city council under the authority of Sir Marquardt von Aulitz, who is present here, with immediate effect. He will make sure you finally do your duty.
But, sire, that would be a violation of the privileges granted to us as a free mining town.
Silence! I am the only guarantor of your rights. You have to earn your privileges, not hide behind them. During my brother's reign, this idleness was perhaps tolerated. But that is over now. You were given a few simple tasks. But instead of working on them, you idled in the baths and lined your pockets. And let the traitors cast their nets undisturbed. But unlike my brother, I am capable of creating order. And I assure you, I do not distinguish between those who stand in my way. Be they beggars, noblemen, or city councillors. You have 2 weeks to restore order in the city and increase mining output. I want clear results, and you answer only to me and Sir Marquardt von Aulitz now. No one else. The council is dismissed. You, don't go anywhere, boy. Be so kind and remain here. Our throat has become rather dry. And we still wish to speak with our friend von Aulitz.
Yes, sire. As you wish, sire.
Between the two of us, Marquardt, was I not perhaps too harsh on them? And speak candidly, we have had enough of false flattery.
Sire, you were harsh, but rightfully so. These councillors, they need to be shown their place. You suffered their insolence for far too long. And the same is true of the Jews.
We know. Otto repeated to us several times that it is time to strike against them. We are glad he's not here. He would be intolerably self-satisfied if he knew we had heeded him.
Boy, can't you see the king's cup is empty?
You tend to us as if we were... Boy, pour us a monastic wine. The monks can give you. The Hungarians are rebelling. Our army is falling apart, and we have enemies here on all sides. Would we had a proper army instead of human mercenaries? They cannot be relied upon. And we are no closer to our goal now than a few months ago. Thank you. It is a good year. If our father
Dude, I feel like I've been pouring wine for an hour and a half.
with a single word, he would have put the nobility in their place, and the country would flourish. God grant him eternal glory.
We won't need much more time. We'll arrest the traitor Odorin, and the rest will fall in line.
You say the others will be brought into line, but what do you know of them? We know only a few of them. But there's a fortress.
As soon as I started playing today, I started this quest, and now it's at 7 o'clock.
We'll find out soon enough.
It's now almost 8:30, and I'm only just finishing it.
Stubborn ass, and relinquish that throne that he has no use for anywhere. The nobility, on the other hand, found a ruler like him very useful. They made a puppet of him.
Once you restore order, they'll join you. All you have to do is promise them the privileges they lost during Wenceslas's reign.
First, they'd have to be willing to make peace, at least among themselves. Jobs does everything he can to sow chaos, so that he himself emerges victorious in the end.
Oh, gotta let the dog out.
Pour me some of that red, boy.
Oh, gotta get the red.
He's just waiting for the right moment. He'll switch sides when it suits him.
Maybe. But first I'll have to conquer a few more cities, and get a couple more lords on my side. Then they take the threat of war seriously. And Hungary. If Bohemia is a wasp nest, then Hungary is a viper's lair.
You will follow in his footsteps, sire, as soon as you get the chance.
But the wine is good here. To your health. And to your health too, boy. May your children grow in a land ruled by a good king.
Thank you, sire. You are too magnanimous.
Why? You did a good job. You can be proud of yourself.
To your health, your majesty.
First, we need to crack down on the biggest troublemakers.
We're working on it. While the consul was meeting, Otto Berghoff and his men set out for Rabosh. Alderin won't give you any more trouble.
He and Ruthard are in it together. Once we get Odorin, we can handle Ruthard easily. Rabosh will be yours. After all, Otto has already got Malishov.
I appreciate your confidence, sire.
But the devil knows there are a lot more strongholds to conquer here.
For the king, red wine, boy.
No. We shall have white. We have had enough of it.
White it is. Quickly. If Rabosh falls, others will follow.
I think von Berghoff's little contraption will find its use again.
Need be. We could use it to raise this town hall too. And I have some suggestions.
Welcome back, Bionic.
Not so fast, my friend. It's a wondrous
My brain is going numb.
rely on it forever.
To bring it here to the square and point it at the city hall? Those sycophants would only benefit from a warning like that.
It's a splendid idea, but it won't be necessary. The councillors are quite fearful enough already that they can hide nothing from us.
There's been enough fretting, sire. You shall see.
Why am I just
Soon we will
standing in
drink
front
to
of
the
him like that?
conquest of another fortress.
You are right. So then, to victory. And you, boy, will you
Don't
drink
be
with us?
suspicious.
So that you shall have something to tell your children and grandchildren.
Yeah. To victory, sire.
To today's, and those of the future.
I'm trying to get my my drinking perk up. Definitely could have just been a cutscene. But I know they make you do everything in this game, even the little shit.
Surely you don't want to break in? You?
Oh, yeah. Alright, Bionic. Have a good night, man. Thanks for hanging out, bro.
Now we close our doors for the evening. People here know what to do. There'll be plenty more tomorrow, sir.
How'd you like our wine, Chevalier?
The art of winemaking has a long tradition in La Belle France. Recipes are passed on from father to son, and each generation brings them to perfection. I myself was practically raised on wine. How many I have tasted. Even the French royal court took note of my refined taste.
This
The
guy
king
is something else,
himself
dude.
had wine delivered for his table according to my advice.
No one's forcing you to drink it. At least there'll be more left for us uncultured plebs.
Indeed. I would hate to deprive you. En tout cas, judging by how you speak to me, you certainly do not hold back.
You in need of something, my well-oiled friend?
I'd like to drink a toast with you to our joint success. As they say, all's well that ends well. So, to brighter tomorrows.
Touching.
Come now. What's become of your poetic soul?
I never had one.
Truly? Not even a little?
Oh, maybe once. The older I get, the worse it is. Give me a few more years and I'll become a professional mourner.
See now. I'll gladly drink to that with you. Only, there's nothing to drink. We've run dry.
Fuck. I've got a tongue like a slice of weak old bread after all that gabbing.
Well, get something wet for us then.
His lordship is so unsteady on his legs, he can't make it as far as the keg.
To hell with that keg slop. Your father surely has something better stored away.
Yeah.
I
Let's go
had
steal
my
his
eye
good
on
shit.
him all evening. He had pictures brought from somewhere for himself and his closest friends, and left the rest of us to drink cheap dregs. Try and find one of those pictures for us, eh? I'm sure you can manage that.
You can bet on it. I've got a nose for booze.
I don't doubt it. Get sniffing quick.
Time to go steal some alcohol. Why are the best quests involve Godwin?
Strong words. I thought your Alistair was brown-eyed, though.
What? I'm talking about fucking singers, mate. Twat. I love my
Wouldn't be that easy, right?
Maybe an old pinch person. But when it comes to affairs of state,
There we go. Can't go in there? Okay.
Strong words.
Begging to be eaten.
I couldn't.
This looks like good stuff. No? I figured it'd be in here. Is it not? Oh, here we go. Yeah. Take the red, take the white. What should I go with? T? White or red? You want to go with red?
The red will be good, I hope.
Let's just pick up both, dude. Double fist it. Whoa. I'm getting pretty wobbly here. Alright, red it is.
Now there's a piece of horseflesh for you, Rootard. Not like that nag of yours.
What the hell do you feed it with? It looks more like a damn bull.
Sir! Sir! There's some horsemen right out front of your fortress.
Ah, that's Peter of Pisac. Wouldn't come to the council, but
that horse right there is a monster.
To the celebration, you old fox.
You said the OG horses get a bonus though at the end, right?
Come on in, sir. There's wine aplenty.
Oh yeah, just ripped.
Intruders! Enemies at the gates!
That'll sober you up quick.
Seize the nobles! Kill the rest!
Oh shit, was this the start of the game?
Shit.
Time to fuck some people up.
Can't make it on his own.
Oh, not that guy.
No mercy! Die, fucker! Take that, scum!
You can't do that, can you?
Hey, come and help me with this bastard! Send my greetings to the death!
Oh shit. Yeah, I'm gonna need some help over here. No, come on, I blocked.
Pray, you bastard! Hey, get him! Bleeding like a stuck pig. Once more, we can go home.
Shit. That's not good.
Bash him on the head! Help me! He wounded me badly!
Help. God damn. Alright, I might have to actually sit up for this. After playing as my character for so long, I'm like expecting things to happen and they don't. Like, I don't think Godwin knows how to Counter-Strike. I don't even want to try.
He can't make it on his own.
Oh, come on. Why did quit locking onto other people. It's
Nice
great.
hit! I'm just getting warmed up, you shit! Take that!
No, but how are you just gonna, like, charge forward like that, dude?
Nice strike! Don't spare him! One step back! Stand your ground! You got
There we go.
Fight them up!
What? Who hit me?
Don't spare it!
Horses out!
Too slow! My head!
We can go home. Take that, you!
Ah, fuck that.
I took him down!
No chance!
Show your love!
Come on, scum! Bash him on the head! More coming! Brace yourselves!
God damn. Get in there, Henry. Throw that armor on.
Quick.
Where's the front door at?
I'm just getting warmed up, you shit! You're dead.
There it is. Oh, alright. You can catch me off guard. That's cool. Whoa, alright, hello.
Show what you're made of!
Oh, shit. Woo! Who else wants some?
Yeah, you're done here, Horsens.
Yeah.
That was a close shave.
A little too close. Fuck me.
Do my eyes deceive me?
Henry!
Godwin.
How did you get...
Damn. I can't tell you how happy I am to see you. You turned up at just the right moment.
Is everyone alright?
Well, some are, some aren't.
Henry, throat stabber. Be stabbing everybody's throats.
They took Alder and Conrad of Vector away too.
They wanted to slay the rest like dogs.
What about my father? And Hanush?
They left with Yobs long before that. I'm sure they're all right, but not everyone was so lucky.
What happened, Godwin? Who died?
Anna of Waldstein. She didn't stand a chance against those butchers. May she rest in peace.
She was simply in the wrong place at the wrong time.
And they almost killed my brother.
But only almost. Good work.
What do you mean, almost? What happened?
I got there in time to help him, unfortunately. Christopher tried to defend our father, but nearly lost his life doing it. Nothing.
Old grievances aside, Odorin is an ally, the same as Rutard and Bocek.
Well, they all have their quirks. Cousin Bocek's a money-grabbing magpie. But I wouldn't give up on the fucker either.
We'll have to wait for the other side's move anyway. We don't even know where von Berghow took them.
I tried to come as soon as possible and warn you, but von Berghoff's people beat me here.
You knew he was coming.
He wanted Odorin. He probably had no idea they'd find most of Sigismund's enemies here in one place.
I bet he couldn't believe his fucking luck.
And Sigismund will be moving at a gallop. We have to be really careful now. One wrong move, and he'll hang the lords.
Is there anything we can do?
Definitely not right now. We'll treat the wounded, bury the dead, get the hell out of here. Then we'll hide in the Devil's Den and wait for Jobst and his army.
If I survive the journey. Oh, God's teeth. That stupid nag nearly broke me in half.
The king announced one more thing at the council. He asked the councillors to ransack the Jewish quarter. That is, he ordered it, more like.
Fuck! Liechtenstein's got his people there. They could reveal a lot. The city rabbi is sitting upstairs in the hall. At least he's safe here.
They're our allies. We have to help them.
What do you mean by we? Everyone here is lucky to be still breathing. I can just see them all jumping to their feet and rush to save their poor Jews.
Maybe Samuel will figure something out. He wanted to talk to you anyway.
He's here too?
Aye, escorting the rabbi. You should go and see them as soon as possible. And tell Liechtenstein too. Anyway, we've got work to do. Godwin? Give me a moment. I'll go and see Christopher first. Guard the walls until morning.
Captured.
All right.
They're almost crushed. What have they done that the Lord is pushing them like this?
Go up here and talk to Samuel.
You did.
You wanted to talk to me?
I did. Because...
Just tell him. You may not get another chance.
I talked to Godwin. He said you know each other?
What did you talk about? Me?
We talked about your stepfather, Martin.
Why? Neither of you knew him.
It's true, I did not. But I tried many times. Remember how I stared at your sword when we first met? I recognized the Master's symbol engraved there. Well, the thing is, I am Martin's son.
What? Pa's son? How did...
Yes, his son. That is, his bastard son.
Why are you even telling me this?
I thought you would want to know. Martin was raising you instead of being with Mother. And me.
I know what it's like. My real father rejected me too. I learned the truth only after Pa's death.
You know, all my life, I thought if I did not give a shit about that man, it would be easier. But now that I know I will never see him, it troubles me that I did not get to know him.
I can tell you about him if you want. But now is not the right time. This is not the end. We have to go to Kuttenberg, now. Sigismund ordered confiscation of the property of people in the Jewish quarter.
The king has approved Xere.
He's no king to me. He's a fucking whoreson.
What's a Gezerah?
That is hard to explain.
Nonsense. It is as clear as day. Christians set out to kill our people. Innocent and often defenseless. Ransack their houses and divide the loot. And all that with the king's blessing.
This is what we were afraid of. But we did not expect Sigismund to be in such a hurry. We need to get back into the city and get the people out, quick, before it begins. Will you come with us, Henry? Every man counts.
I have to tell Liechtenstein, but then we'll set off right away.
Go and tell him, but hurry.
Hamish, why did we even come here?
all this. Otherwise, Ramosh will be less.
What up, Capon?
Good to see you both. Alive.
Oh, come on. You know, I've walked out of much worse scrapes laughing.
They could well have killed us all. If it hadn't been for you, Henry, von Berkhoff could have caused a lot more harm.
Even a man like you can't know everything. At least you're all alive.
Well, not all of us. They killed Lady Anna of Volstein, and many other nobles. It was slaughter.
And they captured our closest and most influential allies. Without them, we can hardly get the burghers on our side. We're stuck.
We'll figure out a way to help them.
But how? Our plans are ruined.
Get a grip. Whining doesn't help anyone.
You're right. When I drink too much wine, I get overwhelmed with self-pity. Nevertheless, I have to admit it can't get much worse.
Actually, it might. Very soon. At Sigismund's council, an order was given to ransack the Jewish quarter.
God's wounds! We need to get back to the city and warn them.
I'm going with you.
Out of the question. Do you want to end up imprisoned again? You'll be more useful if you stay here and help Shishka. Henry, tell Samuel and the rabbi to get ready to travel. I'll try to get someone else to join.
Samuel already knows. And he's ready to go.
In that case, we'll set off immediately.
I'm going with the rest of our people to Devil's Den. So don't leave me hanging, all right? Stay strong.
Thank God you're all right. On the way here, I saw Sigismund horsemen and feared the worst.
Kubienka? What brings you here?
Well, I heard you were having some kind of a feast here, so I came to grab a bit of meat.
Bro was drunk.
And I see, instead of that, you have a massacre here.
Well, the real massacre is yet to come if we don't do something fast. We have to get to Kuttenberg. Can we borrow the wagon you arrived on?
But of course. I borrowed it too, if you know what I mean, but,
Could you stop blabbering already? We don't have the time.
Easy, Ingele. And you, sir, if you can, come with us and help us.
All right. But could you please tell me what the fuck is going on?
I'll explain to you on the way. Time is running out.
Are you coming too, Sir John?
Of course.
Let's go then.
Yep. What he said. Dude, that guy's hilarious. Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah, Kubienka. I heard there was a feast here, so I came to grab some meat.
If you must keep your tongue busy, then use it to pray.
Would you tell me what the fuck is going on already?
Sigismund ordered an attack on the Jewish quarter. We need to get everyone out of there fast.
Bloody hell. I just got ailed up so nicely today.
Oh. Yeah, he's not a very big part, I feel like.
My mother's life is in the hands of a drunkard.
Don't worry. We'll save your mother.
And everyone else too. Don't forget that.
You seem to care an awful lot about these people, sir.
Are you surprised? It's all my fault. If they weren't helping me...
That droid of Sigismund, may his name be erased. would have found some other excuse to get rid of us.
Look, it's not that I don't feel sorry for you, but don't you think maybe we could make the horses go a little faster? At this pace, we won't make it there in a week.
We really should pick up the pace.
All right. Schnell! Schnell!
Schnell. Dun, 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 dun. Just cruising, bro.
What's the matter? Why are we stopping?
We will walk from here. We cannot drive right into those murderers' arms.
But how do we get into the town then?
We will go through Sheol.
There are many abandoned mine shafts under the town. One of them ends here.
Won't it collapse on our heads?
We'll find out soon enough.
Follow me.
What a blessing it is to have found the passage.
Hi-ho, hi-ho. It's off to work we go.
Our savior.
What did you just say?
Oh, nothing. I'm just blubbering.
I dare you to say that again. Loud and clear.
You know what, sir? Just ignore me and be glad I'm here. And you up front, pick it up a little curva. My arse is getting numb.
I must have just imagined it. Let's keep moving.
God damn, they're slow. Dude's drunk as hell, that's why.
This way, Henry.
Oh, okay.
Hopefully we'll find it quickly. I left a stack of my papers in the tavern. And if they fall into Sigismund's hands, people in other towns will die too.
Do you think we're gonna make it in time? To find the papers? Save the people?
I pray we can, Henry. There's nothing more I can do. Hopefully everything will be all right at the tavern. My stash is locked away, and Samuel's friends are guarding the place. But who knows what the situation is like in the streets now. It's strange all the same, isn't it? Hundreds of people must have dug this tunnel. Years of hard labor in the darkness. The effort, the suffering. And today, God willing, we'll save a lot of folks suffering thanks to it. Damn it.
What's the matter?
The door leading up to the tavern is open. Samuel's men wouldn't have left it like this. Somebody else must have got in.
I think there's someone walking up there.
Go and check it out. If they took anything down here, they mustn't get out alive. I'll gather up my things in the meantime. I'll meet you outside the tavern.
Stealth mode. Take all this trash off. I'll keep the pants on, they're kind of dope. Oh, you like that? Yeah. Little soul patch and a stash and a slick back hair. Because I got the new barbers. Alright, how do I get up there? Up here?
Search the whole place, Bring any important document. How the fuck should I know what an important document looks like? I ain't never seen none.
Whew. It's a close one. Ooh, thief shoes. This might be better for sneaking around in. Alright, tea sounds good.
Baruch Hashem, Henry. You're all right. Sam, you're back already? How does it look outside? A few of the cutthroats got in over the walls, but we dealt with them. But there are more outside the gate.
4 of them were here in the tavern, too.
Fortunately, they didn't take
This is my
anything
stealth
important.
loadout.
Friends paid for it with their lives. What? I'm so sorry. If it's any consolation, Henry here has already taken care of those cutthroats.
But they didn't look like they just came to the tavern by chance.
stealth killed 2, and then took out the other 2 with my sword.
What about your mother? Is she alright?
She is, thank God. I told her to get ready, and we would come for her right away.
Alright, we got what we came for, so we better get out of here, eh?
I'm sure Mum is waiting for us. We have to take her to the shul.
You go ahead. I'll lock the tavern and block the secret passageway so no one else can get in.
But sir, if any more of them come here,
I can take care of myself. Now go. God be with you.
Adam, is that you?
They climbed over the wall. One of them must have hit me.
Get up. We have to get to the shul fast. Can you walk?
I can't.
Don't worry. I'll help you. Henry, go and get Mummy. She will be in that house on the left. Bring her here.
Not that one?
What's the matter? Where's Sam?
Don't worry, ma'am. He sent me to take you to him.
Mein Gott, what happened to him?
Nothing. He's out on the street helping the wounded. Let's go now. We're out of time.
Wait! Who are you anyway?
My name is Henry. I'm, Do you remember Martin, the blacksmith?
Of course I do.
I'm his... son.
Was sagst du?
Sam told me that...
Watch out! More are coming! Run to the back, it might be safer there.
What's going on?
Sam, are you alright?
I'm fine, but we will talk when you are safe. Now run!
We have to get to the synagogue. But how?
Through the backyard. Follow me.
God will forgive you.
Watch out! They're shooting at us! From the ramparts! Get rid of them!
Oh, okay. Ah, shit. Oh. Almost headshot.
I'll rip your ass open!
Oh, shit. Will I be able to hit them? No.
Useless!
Dude, fuck this. How do I get up there?
Leave us alone!
Yeah, I knew I should have practiced archery. Ah.
They're gone. We have to keep going. Through the yards. Somebody help us!
I feel like I should have helped her.
Help us! Ah!
Sorry, I can't help you.
Somebody help us! Help us! We cannot get past the wagon. We have to go this way.
I'm coming in.
Through the house.
Yeah. Fuck you! You want to try me? We're gonna gut you!
Henry the Throat Stabber.
The place is clear now. Come inside. Mummy.
Mummy.
But what about you, mein Kind?
Still alive. We can talk later. Now, we have to go.
Oh, doing your stretches.
We are here. Come to us.
Kick them all down!
Come on!
Hold the line.
What the hell?
What is it, fuckers?
Oh, is that Kabila? Or not Kabila,
Women?
fucking Kabiak.
And
Whatever
the
that was thing is.
defenseless?
That guy's such a beast.
Go inside. Quick. To the fucking task.
I've never been so glad to see you two.
In need of a helping hand, are you?
No, I just don't want to die here alone.
Oh, hey, what up, bro?
There they are.
You want a piece?
Well, now we're really fucked.
Mustn't get inside. We have to hold them back. For how long, though? As long as we need to.
Got you.
Break through!
What are you looking for?
There's more of them!
Hanno bene!
Ow, alright. Where's that sword at that guy was using? I'm looking for something.
Nice strike.
Ow.
Come on! Everyone's inside! Henry, come on! Let's go!
God, more of me. Let's go. It's this way. That was a close shave. reckon I should go to Samuel's mother and talk to her about Martin. I won't get another chance.
What is this? Ooh, some food. Oh, I'm already full.
Just leave them here like this. There's nothing. Don't worry, even if that happens. Damn it.
Are you alright?
I'm fine, lad. I thank you for everything.
I know this might not be the best time, but do you think we could talk about Martin?
Right now? Well, all right then. How is Martin actually?
He died. It's only been a few months.
Oh,
Sigismund burned down my village. Pa went to help Ma. Well, they both died there.
I am sorry to hear that, lad. But that is the Martin I knew. He always put others first. At least you survived. That would make Martin happy.
I'm sorry I don't have better
A few
news to
months? What was talking about? Shit was like years
I'm
ago.
just sad he died before he could meet Samuel.
Is everything all right?
Yes, do not worry. We were just talking about Martin.
But why would Martin leave you?
My Martin would never leave me. My father found out we were seeing each other and did his best to drive him away. To marry a Goy is Isur Deoreisa. Forbidden. But Martin would not give in, and we kept seeing each other. Until one day, I was ubore.
That means pregnant.
Yes. My father knew that if word got out, he would not be able to avoid the shame. So he did not miss a beat and took me out of town in secret. I did not even have time to tell Martin the news. I was gone for almost 4 years. In the meantime, my father told everyone that he had married me off. But my husband died. And he only let me come back when he was sure people had accepted it.
How did you meet Martin, if I may ask?
It was such a long time ago. He wanted to open a blacksmith shop in town. But there was no place among your people, so he tried his luck in our quarter.
And that's where he met you?
The rabbi gathered the good men so they could decide whether we wanted to have a Goy blacksmith. And Martin wouldn't stop looking at me all night. Then it went schlag auf schlag.
Did Martin not go looking for you when you suddenly disappeared?
People said he did go looking for me, even as far as Kolin. But he did not find out anything at all.
If only he had gone all the way to Prague.
Even if he went to the very edge of the world, it would not have been enough. Father would have hidden me somewhere else.
And what about you? Did you ever find another man after that?
No. My father called me a widow, so I stayed a widow.
And he didn't try to find anyone else for you?
You know he did, but it never worked out. I made sure of that.
All right. That's about it.
Before you go, tell me, what was Martin like as a father?
Well, he was strict with me, but not too much. Especially in the forge, he worked me hard. So I dream about him quite often. About that last day and what he said to me while we were forging a sword together. He said a life of adventure can be over before it begins. And that blacksmithing might be a dull job, but I'll keep my head on my neck.
He was absolutely right.
Well, look at me now.
You saved all our lives. Martin would be proud of you. He raised you well.
I'm sorry to keep you this long, but Well, I never thought I'd have a brother, even if not related by blood.
Well, I did not expect that either. And thank you, my almost brother. If it was not for you, I do not know how today would have ended. What are your plans now?
I'll go back to the Devil's Den. To Zizka and the others. We need to figure out what to do next.
I will see you there then. But first, I have to escort everyone to Colleen. I do not want anything to happen to them on the way.
Everything should be all right now.
Take care of yourself, dear brother. I will see you this time tomorrow at the Devil's Den.
Have a safe journey.
Sei gesund.
Alright, well, that's it for me, guys. I'm gonna hop off. Thanks for hanging out. It's time for bed, though, I think. Ugh. Anyways, if you haven't already, like this video, subscribe if you're not, and I will catch you all on tomorrow. Have a good night. Peace.